Alrighty, traders, good morning. Happy Wednesday, May 7th. Trucking along. So, the greatest enemy of a good trading strategy is the dream, aspiration of a perfect trading strategy, because it doesn't exist. Let's just be honest about that. Isaiah in the building. Kayvon, good morning. So, in reference to that perfect trading system, well, what am I referencing? It could be that of a desire for, nearly 100% win rate. We saw that yesterday with somebody. Isaiah sent me an email on somebody that had blown up yesterday on RGC. Very thinly traded ticker right here, Chinese ticker. But when you just don't take many losses and you over leverage and size into something, it can cause a blow up. And we see this all the time with actually good traders that end up oversizing into something like this and blowing up. I hate to see it. Some, for newer traders, it needs to happen. But if you've been here a while and it happens, man, that's got to sting. Especially if you're on such a good win rate over the course of your trading year. To blow up on one ticker. As I've said in here many times, guys, just do not define your entire trading journey by one trade. Please try your hardest not to let one trade define it. Don't marry the ticker. We cannot let one trade do that to us, and we're not going to today. All right, let's take a look at some of the gappers this morning. FYI, it doesn't look like my money has hit the account yet. Today, I'm going to start with another $1,000. So I sent it yesterday. I should be good to go. We'll have a $1,000 account for the challenge starting tomorrow. Isaiah, does that sound right? Yesterday I wired, and it should be good to go tomorrow. It should be landing today. So my plan this morning is to focus and help you guys find trades. Maybe take another practice trade or two, and then prep for tomorrow. I'm still a little salty about Kidda yesterday. Took all of that as the offering came out. So that was good. Good practice to know, Kevin, leave leftovers because, oh my God, you idiot. The leading gapper this morning is, it's not sweet tea, it's ass tea. Ass tea, ASST. Mr. Bob, MG in the building. Good morning, guys. Bob, did you sell that bike yesterday? You sold all your Webull longs. You got 1,300. I'm trading Webull. We'll move them over tomorrow, Friday. And I think Bob's going to join the dark side. I'm going to be trading some shorts. But like I don't know if you were in here just a minute ago. I was going over a play that shorting is great and all, but we witnessed somebody blow up like a multi-$100,000 account yesterday, shorting RGC. A ticker that's up from few dollars a couple months ago to 250 now. So just make sure you cannot make that mistake with the longs, holding the longs long. Don't hold longs long, don't hold the shorts long. Please be focused if you're shorting to manage your risk well. ASST, this one is related to Bitcoin this morning. They came out with news into a merger agreement with Strive Asset Management Company to be the first publicly traded asset management Bitcoin treasury company. So related to Bitcoin, getting some hype there. If we look left on the chart here, we're seeing about $2, $2.15 resistance. I'll see how that one opens up. Probably just in a void until we see some backside there. But that's the leading gapper. We've got to be mindful of that. Let's continue down the list. There's a couple decent-ish hangover plays. Oscar OSCR is up this morning on earnings. 200-day moving average 1589. Wouldn't surprise me if she's fairly bullish here. She's getting balled up fairly well down into the 20s. We see a lot of lower shadows down to the 20s. Locate shares ASST this morning just in case. Nice. Yeah, I've seen a few times where those locates have gotten more expensive over time. It was very cheap earlier. Bob had 2. I want something different than what I have now too. Oh, you'll have it sold this weekend. Nice. All right, let's continue down the list. ARMK, little hangover here. Pretty good. These are slower plays. I'm just mentioning these for the short side. Short play that these should fade throughout the day. If you don't know what they are, look in the description, the hangovers. LDOS, a little bit of a hangover, 154 support. AEVA, Kayvon had mentioned yesterday, that one, nice climb yesterday, opening kind of weak this morning. I like the descending triangle yesterday on CCLD. It formed an intraday descending triangle, and 220, Magic 20 area being that level of support, that should hold up as resistance now. I like these that Fades mentioned that he focuses on too. These plays that were, they had a lot of the momentum previous days, and today they don't have it because everyone's focused on ST. So CCLD potentially short there. Not a lot of meat on the bone, but if you can get it close to 220, it's not a bad short. Kidda, my God. TDUP, definitely something here. This one's been just climbing up aggressively over the last few months. TDUP, 650 right now. She's sitting at MRIN, there's still meat on this bone too. 137 is the previous close. MRIN, not a bad short, risk in kind of that area. A lot of longs underwater here in the 130-40 range. Foxo, Isaiah's hit yesterday, down at 86 cents. Probably just not much there. Tapped the 200-day perfectly. We were looking at that yesterday and pull back on from there. Look at that fake out breakout. These are just absolutely beautiful. On Foxo, could have just, taken it all, then re-shorted back into that fake out breakout pop. Just great opportunity on that yesterday. Any tickers you guys are watching, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going. The leading gapper is AST. Otherwise, I'm just going to be Oscar with the Q1 earnings spiking up. We got the 200-day at 1589 there. I think up in the 1650 range. I mean, she's opening. You see where she's opening up, floating right above that 200-day. It is good earnings, but a spike to maybe short into, not bad. OSCR might need a little bit more movement on that because we have a lot of support in the 1520s. Yeah, 1520s there. All right, ST, that one's trying to see a little bit of morning momentum here. INSP might be a good short out of the gates, Kayvon's mentioning. All right. Just going to be flipping through some of the tickers that are making some noise this morning. EOSE, morning spike. 540 up to 590, EOSE. EOSE 620 main resistance. EOSE Energy Q1 adjusted loss narrows. Revenue rises, so they're on earnings. EOSE, nice morning spike there, 620.30. Some good resistance on EOSE. That could be a decent play up here to short into the 620s, 30s. MG, I'm flipping through your free Momo screener. It's awesome. Cannot believe how nice that thing is. PRCH, that one, quarter one earnings as well. PRCH is historically a fairly lower float, manipulated kind of trade, so be mindful of that, careful there. EOSE, tap 6, having some trouble against 6 right now. ASST, several upper shadows against 185, 6 so far. I would imagine very similar to what was that ticker yesterday? The ticker yesterday that was the leading gapper. I mean, this is probably gonna make a move on it, like a bullish move at some point. I mean, it probably gets met with a lot of resistance up and over 2. But when they're overcrowded to this degree, like normally they'll at some point make some kind of a bullish move when they're overcrowded to this degree, rather than just kind of fading all day. AEVA, the hangover, that one snapped. That's why I chased one the other. I kind of chased one the other day, and then it curled back around. CCLD as well. Look at that. The descending triangle. We went over 220, snapped down to $2. All right. Oh, EVGO, a slow one that looks heavy. A slow one. Just be mindful of this. You don't have to focus all your attention on the tickers with all the attention. I mean, there are great plays elsewhere. Like this EVGO popped up to yesterday's high and looks really heavy. Doing a green to red move right now. If you're going to short this, the previous clothesline 367, which if you use TOS, I encourage you guys to look at my scripts and try to get these previous clotheslines on your chart, because the tickers respond to them very well. I see it every day. Previous close, it's one of those like natural area support resistance. EVGO, potentially a decent short. Pretty much against the high that it set there, 390, previous high day. EVGO. I mean, shoot, I could practice here. Let me try taking a short there, EVGO. Again, I'll be live tomorrow. Should be. I'm going to go 200 shares at 377 EVGO. Upon confirmation, I'll size into it. 390 is going to be the stop loss on it. Pretty much the double top we put in. See what happens there. Really need it to stay heavy and start pulling back and snapping the previous close. RGC on the move. Oh, Kayvon can't take his eyes off of that one. Don't trade it. Do not trade it. Doug. Sold too quick on ASST. Oh, you got that in pre-market? Nice. Yeah, ASST still testing the pre-market highs right now. Right now, my only trade so far, EVGO. It's curling up right now. So that previous close is holding up as a level of support at the moment. Double topped at 390. We'll see what that one's going to do. 390 is going to be my stop on it. EOSE still climbing. So a lot of attention, EOSE. This is on earnings as well. 620. Man, 620 is a level I like here quite a bit. A lot of resistance here. Upper shadows left of the chart. We look left to predict right. We got upper shadows into this 630-40 range. EOSE. Now this one's on earnings-ish. Good alerts, guys. EOSE is kind of on earnings. Remember, on the short side, shorting the euphoria is unnatural, but it is what the green team does in here. We focus on doing not the popular thing, but the profitable thing. And so EOSE, that one's spiking up. what do most traders, amateurs do? They buy high, hope higher. What do? We short into that FOMO. Buy into the fear. Buy fear, sell euphoria. So, yeah, I mean, I'll think about it. EOSC, I'm thinking about it. We don't want to oversize on anything. Remember the blow up from yesterday, RGC. Big blow ups on that yesterday. Do not marry any ticker. AST, for instance, not one worth marrying. None of them worth marrying. EOSC, I'm considering a short into the... I'm taking a short EOSC as well. Pretty much just going to risk 630. It may still have some meat on the bone there. But EOSC right now and EVGO. So when I'm working, Isaiah ASST, resumption time, 9:38:25, which is right now. ASST resuming. Let's see what she does. Oh, 190 to 170. Probably just halted down. Aren't those fun to trade? Not. If you're short going down, are you in it, Isaiah? Ah, shoot. Look at these beautiful hangovers that are working out. Yeah, starting tomorrow, guys, I'm going to involve myself in a few different hangovers. Just FYI. Like in the morning, if I'm trading the first 10 minutes, I'm coming out with a video going over my plan. I'm going to do that today after I get off of here. But a bunch of these hangovers I'm going to stab at. Now, my rule is if I stab the first 5-10 minutes, I'm sizing down a bit because of the inherent increased volatility. Upon them working out, I'll size in a bit. But so look at this AEVA. We just went over these. Hangover, snapping 40 cents. CCLD, snapping 20 cents. TDUP, went over that one too. Heavy against the previous close, snapping as well. And our MRIN heavy against 120. So that'll be the plan moving into tomorrow. EOSE still trying to hold up. That one's on earnings. Might not quite be backside yet. It's getting balled up into the 610 range. Got a 630 stop on it. We'll see what that one's going to do. EVGO, turn into a creepy crawler here. Not liking that. Not liking the creepy crawling nature of EVGO, the stair stepping up. I put a 390 stop on that. That's previous high day resistance. So right now EVGO red on and EOSC. EOSC is green. I'm green on at the moment. Trading the sum, the series, not the individual trade by trade basis. ASST, that one halted down. No, I couldn't risk getting halted up. Yeah. Doug, you got out. What do you get out at? What was your entry exit ASST this morning? Man, PRCH, that one we looked at is still spiking up, trying to hold a few different levels. LFMD curling around. Yeah, I'm seeing that LFMD has some news and is curling around right now. They're on quarter 2 earnings. Got in 173, out 183. Profit's profit. MEGL. Wow. MEGL might be a play. If everybody's focused ASST, I like to focus some of the other plays without the momentum, especially on the short side. So MEGL climbing 160 up to $2. That's VWAP, a lot of after hours pre-market resistance, and the 200-day moving average. So MEGL, I may hit this one. MEGL, I'm gonna do a couple hundred. Man. 198 on MEGL. You guys know the 20-cent area is really what I'd like to risk on it. I don't know if I can. I don't know. I can't give her that much room with 200 shares. I'm going to be going over in my video my risk per trade. I'm going to be focused on. But MEGL, not a bad trade up here, guys. I love these plays that don't have a lot of the attention and focus on. And Kayvon mentioned yesterday, look for a lot of different variables, the stars to align. So what do we have? We have VWAP. We have the $2 natural area of resistance. We have the 200-day moving average as resistance. We have after hours pre-market resistance. So the more stars that align, the more the odds, align in your favor as well. Okay, there's a couple of these that let me take a look. EOSE, still trying to hold up. That one's on the earnings. EVGO, yeah, not loving EVGO right now. I don't like the nature of it. Stair-stepping up. And if they invalidate, it is okay to take them off earlier than your stop. I'm about to get taken out on it. Irregardless right here. Keith in the building. Good job, Doug. Good job. Yeah, 206 shares. Yeah, $20 a day. $600. No, $20. If you can trade the weekends, $20 a day on 20 trading days, $400 a month. It's very doable. And not a lot of emotions involved in that size. I like that size for that reason, but I'm gonna go over it in a video today. I'm gonna be sizing up a little bit to adjust for the fees that killed me for the last 4 months. So yeah, and accounting for some red days and whatnot. But yeah, your size is like the emotional dial on your trading account. So if you turn your size down, it turns down the emotions. And that can actually help your trading a lot. ASST opened up after that halt. That's going to have some longs bagged up in it. I mean, dude, there are definitely longs that bought up into that halt on that little red to green move that thing elevated down so quick. That was the damn Tower of Terror. So there are a lot of longs underwater here that are probably going to be looking to get out. It's going to create a natural area of resistance up into that 180-90 range. How you doing, Keith? You do your Amazon run this morning? All right, my EOSE short trade here is things kind of flagging up. Earnings. EVGO is about to take me out. And then MEGL. Man, I liked that trade. Yeah. So MEGL, what should I do there? I should probably size into it, right? That's what we've been talking about, sizing into the winners. So let's do that. I'm green on this one. It's unnatural, uncommon. I just got liquidated EVGO, so working 2 trades right now. MEGL, unnatural for me to size into winners. But what do average people do? Average people let their losers run, size into their losers, and take profits early. So we're going to do what the average person does not do. I'm going to size into a little bit more. So I got 400 shares on the short side, about 194 on the average. Bringing the stop now, MEGL, to 198, pretty much up there to the highs. And EOSE just got liquidated as well. So right now I'm just working one winner, MEGL, and trying to really milk her. Trying to milk her. Damn it, dude. EVGO. God, I hate these kind of plays. The stair steppers. And EOSE climbing up even higher. That one going sideways, consolidating. 620, not holding up. She's getting another leg on up, EOSE. It's still in a resistance range, EOSE. Got a lot of upper shadows into this 640s, 50s. So there's still something there. And MEGL working that one on the short side. Lots of stars aligning there. 180 dug here. So 180, we just saw a lower shadow to that. It could be a level of support. If it was prior resistance like you're suggesting, now it could be a level of support. We'll monitor that area. Or it could be an initial profit target area on it. ASST spiking up, maybe sloppy seconds up here. Is that halted up again? My God. It's just turned into a halt fest. Hard to get involved there. Kayvon's considering an ENTG long, mean reversion trader. Support. Yeah, that's a good support area. Let's see what you're working with right there. So right now, that's my only trade, MEGL. Tight stop at the highs. Otherwise, trying to size into a winner and let it start pulling on back a little bit. Profit taken. Yeah, EOSE is still straight up. OSCR on the earnings, that one's moving up as well. The 20s area, support and resistance is all you need, guys. It's like the bread and butter. Look, all this support from pre-market. The magic 20-cent area, just buy it down there. That thing's up 1.5 points off of that. All you need, really, support and resistance. MEGL, I need you to stay heavy. Need MEGL to stay heavy. Keith did 44 houses. Nice. You weren't in the boonies with the bald tires like yesterday. All right, MEGL, don't do it to me. Need you to stay heavy. Nope. Getting taken out at the highs. MEGL. Man, that was a good night. That was a nice looking setup. And maybe it still works. You know, my stops get tighter when I size into them. So I am still trying to figure that out a bit. But yeah, this was a nice little distinct triangle there. MEGL, I mean, likely stays heavy still against 2, 10, 15, 20. It's tough. Tough. Got to figure out how to... Need to... Giving them a little room, because, man, I love that 2, 10, 15 resistance. But again, that calls for sizing down. You got to consider how much you're willing to risk and stick to that. But I still like MEGL quite a bit. I think it's got a lot of resistance overhead. Yeah, there we go. EVGO, top ticking me there too. What did I go over yesterday? Put your entries at what your stop losses would be, because oftentimes the market makers gravitate tickers towards those areas. AST opened up. AST. What in the hell? I can't even. There's no pattern here, man. Straight up, straight down, straight up. Oscar still straight up as well on the earnings. Kayvon's in ENTG long side, looking for a reversal. Overall market's kind of chopping. But if you saw yesterday, like, I'd be nervous to holding anything on the short side, especially because what did Trump say yesterday? He's got like the best news ever coming out. Exciting news. Going to come out, either today or tomorrow. And who knows what that's going to be, but surely it's going to make the market do something like every other tweet does. Kayvon's not entirely confident in his ENTG trade. I'm not confident in any trades I'd be taking this morning either. And seeing what a lot of this stuff is doing. Just don't, man, AEVA's in a nice little bear flag. It's a hangover I missed, but in a nice bear flag, AEVA. God, this is a beaut. Yeah, 9:15. $9.20 is the previous close. $9.15 is the open AEVA. It is one I'm probably going to take. MEGLUSOB. God, I'm glad tomorrow is the day I'm going to be live, because that shit would piss me off. MEGL's in the low 170s now, 60s. Jesus. Yeah, if I was, yeah, Bob with like all caps LOL. My initial account at the start of this year, I was top ticking the hell out of everything, and I am so traumatized from doing that. If I would have done this first day on the live account, I'd be so pissed off. I got to leave them more room tomorrow, guys. I got to. I cannot let that happen to me. I'm going to try to get in where my stops would be and give them a little bit more room, because that cannot happen to me. I'm trying to have a day tomorrow like Isaiah had yesterday. Isaiah's hitting everything. All right, AEVA is getting good. I'm going to take... I'm going to take a short here. Try to get filled in on this. Pop it up towards 9:15 the previous close, 9:20 the 9:20 the previous close, 9:15 the open. Bear flag. I'm going to try to get involved here on the short side. Slower play, but clearly defined risk. Bob's just in here for the entertainment value. Seeing me top tick everything. Man, CCLD was beautiful. We got to trade these slower shorts, guys. Like, we cannot just be focused on shorting the leading gapper of the day. You're not going to find success there because they're so damn manipulated. You get this crazy action. I just got filled AEVA 894. If you want to find success on the short side, you got to not only focus the leading gapper on the day. It's got to be these other plays that had momentum prior days, because oftentimes longs are just unwinding them. Longs are not present, and that's good for your shorts. All right. AEVA, I am going to take that short there. Let me set the risk on it. So it's a decent spread. Be mindful of that. Size accordingly for a 6-cent spread. But see, my stop is like 920, which, as I just mentioned, should probably be my entry. Yeah, MEGL, that hurts. I mean, you guys heard me say I still like this play. I'm trying to be disciplined with good stops. Man. Then you're like overly disciplined too, you know? But then like this, for example, EVGF, if I would have given that more room, well, she's still in a climb there. But I think I need to start listening to my gut when I see the sideways consolidation and just being like, okay, it's okay, take this one off. ASST, guys, don't fight it. Anybody trading ASST, don't fight it. Please, for the love of God, do not fight this. I mean, I kind of liked it after that halt down on a sloppy seconds pop. If anybody took that, it's not a bad trade, but just don't marry it. You know, take the L. Just take the L and move on. Bob in ASST, which side? I mean, I guess the only side is long. ASST, yeah, I guess your only side would be long here. It's halted up. Yeah, trailing stop. Good, Bob. You're learning. You're learning to have those stops in. Have them in. ASST, the hoe of the day. People can't take their eyes off the ass. The ass T. PRCH still a play here. Look at PRCH on earnings. And this one's got support at 910, holding up pretty well right now. PRCH 910. That one's on earnings. Really not a bad play on a long side, risking 910. It's holding that real well. It's up from 6 to 930 though. I think PRCH is one of those highly shorted plays, and I'm going to confirm that for you guys. Could be wrong. I've looked at these tickers for so long. Normally I can remember. Yeah, 19% short float. It's been increasing too. That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. Anything like over 10% up towards 20 is a decent short interest that can get some squeeze action on it. So that's what we're seeing with PRCH. Yeah, try to I think that'll be good for you guys too. I think we went over that in the Friday night live stream. I want you guys to try to be accountable as well. Like for those of you, because I want to do it for your sake. Let us know when you get into something, your entries and your exits, when you get into it. It helps. It's going to help keep you accountable. Kayvon mentioned that to me as well. He told me that he tries to do that because it helps him too. So if you take ASST short at like 190, just type it out. Short and the idea behind it. So like 190 short against the HOD high day, real quick and short, and it helps keep you accountable. That way we know kind of what you're thinking, we can help each other out. It's for your sake. MEGL, you SOB. God dang it, dude. That's the one I sized into, dude. I really like that play. You cannot do that tomorrow, Kevin. You're not. God, and then EOSE still leg on up. This is why I'm sometimes trepidatious with these earning plays. So, because they hold up better than most other news. You know, you get a play that comes out with phase 1 news, something kind of silly. But the earnings I have seen over time, they hold up a little bit better. Nice, Doug. Good. Good. Yes, that's what we want to see. Good alerts in here. So you got in at the $2 breaking high a day. But you have seen those have those fake out breakouts often. So even with doing that, just make sure. All right, ASST, make sure there's a good stop in place. ASST opening up, and she's doing what she did last time. She halted up, spiking down into probably another halt. Guys, it's a halt fest. It's just a damn halt fest. It's not even enjoyable. It's not enjoyable. So I'll give my thoughts on it for those that are in it, because I know some of you are in it. This is just an overcrowded name. It's just difficult on both sides of it. When you think it's done, it's going to reverse. When you think it's formed a top, it's going to, make a next move on up. It's not an easy one. Oscar 1720. That one hit that as a high. Maybe we start pulling back off of that. Oscar's got really good 17 resistance too. All right. OSCR. It's not a bad play. Magic 20 cent area. Resistance left of the chart. It is on the earnings. So I don't like too much, but I like that area it's at right now. I'm going to try to... I don't necessarily want it at 1690. The risk is going to be up and over the high day there. Take it at 1695. Reducing risk a little bit because today ain't going so hot right now for me. 1721 the risk. Try to get back down to like the 1650s. Oscar hitting a level of resistance on the daily. Magic 20 cent area hit. See if we can pull back down just to profit take a little bit. MEGL spiking up. Are we getting sloppy seconds here? MEGL tapping that 200-day moving average again. Price action's not entirely easy today. Looks like ENTG's basing out a little bit. Probably a decent stop at the lows there. Yeah, I think going into tomorrow, I'm just gonna stab at some of these hangovers because, man, they're just the easier plays. TDUP down 50 cents, CCLD dropping. ASST still on a halt. MEGL kind of going straight up off of the 170. I mean, it's bouncing off of the open back right up to. This price action's annoying me today, guys. OSCR decent. That one's so far profit taken off of the 1720 area, so pretty good there. Again, I have to like retrain my mind to try to work these winners. I'm gonna hit it again for another 100 and try to size into this one. Risk is still going to be up there, 1720s. This is difficult because it's against like. We'll see. I'm going to try to do this with this next small account, sizing into the winners. It's unnatural for me to do because in times past, which I have not found success with, I've gone over it many times, is hitting multiple times into euphoria. Because you have that one outlier trade that can F you up big time. RGC, like we saw yesterday with a big blow up. ASST not in it with the yesterday closing price at 62 cents. Today will be a lot of halts, only good in pre-market. Yeah, pre-market looks a little easier to trade than today. 220 right now. We'll see what it's going to do around 220. She opened up went down to 198, then spiking up a little bit right now. Yeah, and that can probably just be the invalidation, right? So if it is going to if it's just going to be a dip and next leg up, that's why, stop should probably be just high a day, which I'm doing here with OSCR, and she is working out. OSCR stop against the high a day. If it is just going to be a dip and next leg on up, so the invalidation would be up there pretty much at the highs if we're not going to start reversing. All right, so right now in AEVA and OSCR, AEVA have an 893 average that's pulling back kind of off of that bear flag. Looks to be on that bottom trend now, cracking it at least. Here's AEVA, looking pretty good. Did get up over 9, but is pulling back right now. Cracking that trend a little bit. We're going to let the winners work. Doug, going to use your new hotkey of shorting. Yeah, nice. Lost a little bit earlier today. Got my long and short button. Oh, I got it backwards. Yeah, I have the S as the short, just to keep it simple for me. Shift S are the two keystrokes I use for getting in on the short side. MEGL does look like it's sloppy seconds there. AEVA, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, MEGL was sloppy seconds. EVGO still straight up. EOSE, that one's been difficult. But yeah, this has been kind of like the dip buy example. EOSE pretty much getting balled up on most pullbacks, so not getting that trend reversal there. What is PRCH doing? PRCH, man, that one, it looked like a good long off of 910. Basing out there, consolidation, pretty good. Oscar back up to 17. Yeah, it could just be, you know, these earning plays. I might have to trade a little differently. Or just avoid some of them. Because today those earnings plays are not being fun. EOSE is pulling back a little bit. Or just wait for this, because this kind of looks backside-ish. 680 down to 650. A few things I wrote down, and Kayvon's encouraged me to wait a little more for the A-plus setups, and I agree. So the tight stops, waiting for more signals to align for those A-plus setups. Got to size the winners. Leave leftovers. Leave leftovers. Man, if you've been focused ASST all morning, this has not been a fun trading day. I mean, it really has been a little tricky regardless, but the halt fests are just annoying. It's just so annoying. It almost feels like you can't manage the trade because it's just halt straight up, halt straight down, halt straight up. So it's hard to trade them. I mean, PRCH, there's something there. Pretty decent volume. It's got decent range on it. High short interest there. So I would be a little hesitant on a short. 20% short interest. Oscar working out right now. And AEVA working out pretty well. I need like one. I'm going to be focused on the series of trades with this next account, but, you know, I've taken 3 red trades. I just need one green trade to work out and size into it. Even with 4 red trades, and I'm fine. Just really maximize that one green trade that you have. Monster green trade. INSP. You mentioned that this morning too, didn't you? Yeah. ST opened up. We'll see what she's going to do here. I wish I could take a bet on it halting again. I would take the bet that ST is going to halt again. What's the over-under on that? Please, guys. Anybody in on a short here, please do not marry it. Oscar, nice. 1660s. All right. 1650s. I am going to take half off at 1656 Oscar. And I'm going to set an adjusted stop at my average price, 1683 now. Otherwise, let it keep working. So Oscar turned into a decent winner. Happy with that. Sized into that one too. I am happy with that. It did scare me a bit. It looked like that dip buy that Kayvon mentioned. Did kind of look like that was happening, but risk was high day. She's working out so far. AEVA not working out. God dang it, dude. Some of these plays, annoying. Magic 20-cent area, by the way. Oscar. And it is an earnings play, so they don't all do what EVGO, EOSE did. EVGO, just a tear on up. EOSE, that one kind of looks backside-ish. It is an energy play. I don't want to marry it. You got to learn when to blacklist plays, guys. ASST halted down. What was the over-under on that? Can you just pull up a ticker like you do with sports bets and just be like, look, I'm betting on the halt here. ENTG, Kayvon taking a little bit of profits right there, a third out. Bob's all out of ASST now. Took it at 228. Good work. If you're going to play with fire, you probably should extinguish it quick, so that was good. Alright. So it's funny imagining what most chat rooms are. They're all focused on ASST. Alright, Curie, C-U-R-I. Little heads and shoulders here. 520. Magic 20. I did not see this ticker spike this morning. What is this up on? It's an analyst upgrade. They posted earnings yesterday. Better than expected. Curry. That's 520's pretty good there, Curry. Oscar into the 40s now. Happy with that trade. Oscar into the 40s. Man, we got to get some hotkeys going here with CPro where we have our risk defined upon pressing the hotkey. That would help a lot of traders out. Curry, 520. Yeah, I'm eyeballing this one. We'll look at the short interest there. Not really any short interest. Thank you, Doug, for this. I love looking at all of the historical data on it. That's pretty cool. It feels like a good setup, but I don't know. Curry, C-U-R-I. Well, there she goes, Curry. Okay. Oscar came right back up to my stop, so Oscar all out of that one. Just an AEVA on a losing trade right now. So far. So far on this bear flag, I like the 915.20 resistance AEVA. We'll see what she does. Curry's not bad on a short against 520. It's a little slow. Yeah, trailing stops have got to be a different percentage per like price range. So, are you referencing ASST? ASST, if you set a trailing stop on it, it's going to have to be like... I don't know. At minimum 10%, maybe 15. 10% of that's only 22 cents, which is probably good. Probably 10%. For leftovers. Now I'm talking about leftovers. If you had like 100 shares left here, 10%. But again, I mean, it's hard to manage the risk on this kind of a trade because you could have the trailing stop, but you halt down and open up 50 cents lower. These are hard to manage risk on, so inherently you got to size down a bit. Oscar. Oscar took me out break even on the 1683, pulling on back. I got to give him more room. I got to give these more room. Curry is the one I'm kind of interested in right now. I like a little slow fader on this one down to like the 450s or so. 520 is good risk there. Kayvon taking a short on SPOT. Spotify going straight up. Yeah, 630. Kayvon getting the short on this with kind of looks front side-ish, but I like it too. The 52-week high is 652-ish. Trying to get up and above that. We'll see if it does a little upper shadow there. Yeah, I like that trade though. I don't know what I would risk if I was getting in it. There's not much left of the chart up here. Actually, 20-year chart. Yeah, definitely nothing up here. Why is Spotify up so much, though? That was a nice little 3-4 point pullback into the 657s. 656. Woohoo, Kayvon. Let's go. Curry, 520 still. I'm eyeballing that one for a potential trade. The only one I'm working right now is AEVA, and that one is coming back in a little bit. I got an 894 average, 300 shares. So if I do get the pullback on that bear flag crack with all that resistance yesterday, I mean, this will probably get me green on the day. Had I not have top ticked on leftovers, OSCR would be a decent day. But that's all because, and today's been hard, that's all because of not marrying any ticker. Because if I had married EVGO, I would be massively red. If I had married EOSE, I'd be massively red. Guys, the secret is not Marion. We went over that. We've seen too many blow-ups. I'm going to make sure you guys... Look, the worst thing that you could possibly do in trading is your greatest enemy, in fact. It's thinking there's a perfect trading strategy. There's no perfect trading indicator. There's no perfect trading strategy. Everybody is going to have red trades. Everybody. Once you realize that, it has profound implications on your account, because then you realize with every trade there is inherent risk. There's no guarantee, so don't size like it. Don't size like it. Open a small account and then go 100% buying power into everything. That's just not smart. That's just not smart. Oh, Curry is looking good. I just don't know about right here. I don't know. It looks heavy on VWAP. I'm interested in Kayvon's spot trade. I like this. Looks pretty good against looks pretty good right here. Alright, what's the AST doing on the day? I would be so pissed off being stuck in this trade. Ugh, it's just not fun. Halo looks pretty good against the highs. I just saw that one on the scanner. Halo. How's the Halo theme song go again? You guys get those sound effects for free today. Just today only. Awful. Little descending triangle on Halo. Maybe against the highs. Not too bad there. I'll keep her on watch. Good old Halo. Curry, yeah, she looked good for it. Curry down, going to land down under right now. It's got some support at 480. Curry, it's kind of channeling between 480 520. Man, I really like that one. It's sitting heavy now in 480, so we'll see what she does there. What did ASST just halt up again? 1030 to 260. Well, there will be blow-up stories on the X-Land on ASST. That's what happens with these overcrowded tickers. So right now, Halo looks pretty good in this euphoric descending triangle pattern. We see these quite often. I go over this setup a lot because it has clearly defined risk, and it's forming lower highs. It's got base support at around 68. So that's not a bad play there, Halo. Right now it feels a little 1-to-1. I would like a pop up towards like 68.50 to get involved. I mean, it's probably better than 1-1. Curry looks good, but that definitely feels more 1-to-1 because 520's got to be the risk. And you're talking probably 550 reward. PRCH with the 20% short interest higher. And my AEVA trade just going sideways. Oscar, damn it. Magic 1720 areas hit. That was my bigger trade today. I would be sitting break even on the day right now. I have not got top tick on that pop right there. Every day in trading, there's aggravations, isn't there? Halo coming, looking heavy. Bottom trend. Mindful of that. Kayvon's all out of spot. Spot. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. I imagine I'm going to get a text later saying, if I had only held this. Back down. It goes red on the day. Down to like 600. No, I'm just messing. I mean, it's likely this thing could probably come back into the mid 40s. It's a probable scenario. But you didn't have enough really on it, did you? You just had a feeler. ENTG. Yeah, it's going kind of sideways. Good objectivity there. That's good. Seeing things clearly. Halo with the descending triangle snap. Oscar. Oh, 1630s on Oscar. I swear, guys. Kayvon, I know I broke the rules on Kidda yesterday. I was leaving leftovers here. 1720s magic area. That thing's pulling on back. $50 on the leftovers right there would have been. Cannot believe that pop right there. I don't know. That was my stop, and that's kind of my rule. Put my stop at my average price. And when I put it there, it felt kind of tight, but I did not. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I can really adjust the rule there. I don't want to be giving back profits. VST, one you didn't take. Oh my God. Yeah, it's like, why could I not have gotten that one? Were you just distracted with your spot trade? It alerted it. Are you saying 1017? Oh, you're Central Time. I got you. Yeah, 1017 right here. Yeah, that would have been nice. Man, F you, Oscar, F you. And then the MEGL. Top tick there, too. Alright, so tomorrow I got a little busy and others. Alright, I got a good game plan going into tomorrow. See if the funds have landed yet. I'm not trading, I don't think, today, though. I'm going to make a video on the game plan. Keep me accountable. And then we'll start it up tomorrow. Should be tomorrow. What was the pop on it? I mean, what was that? It wasn't really moving with the market there, was it? Market's just sideways. Did it come out with some news? Yeah, that's a very nice, very nice. Oscar 1618. La 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 la. Halo, descending triangle, crack. Decent patterns today. I mean, I got involved. EOSE at the highs. EVGO for the 20 area being some resistance. Yeah, I mean, I got a little too eager to jump in there. I got it tomorrow, not be so eager. A plus setups. A plus setups. Really, the A plus setup I took, I loved MEGL. And that one ended up working out fairly well. And I liked OSCR quite a bit too. AVA I liked, but it kind of turned into nothing. I'm just taking AVA off. Going sideways. Don't need to be sitting and holding this. So AVA all out. Yeah, red day right now. Man, MEGL with the top tick and the Oscar trade, those, man, it would be a nice green day right now. And Curry's sitting heavy now on 480. Curry's heavy, 480. ASST, halt down. I mean, your edge in trading is not found in secret indicators. I used to look for the secret indicators. Got the holy grail indicator. Looking for perfection with trading. You know, pretty much a perfect trading strategy. But in uncommon patience and uncommon discipline. All right. Kevon's going for the sloppy seconds on Spotify. Man, dude. Yeah, that looks like one of those dips we were talking about. Kevon's in the zone. When you have those trading days where it just everything you touch, you pretty much just feel like you're, and I'm sure you guys have had those days. I mean, every trade you touch is working out, and you're in the zone. Those are the best days because it eliminates the fear too. You get involved. You just get involved with a lot of good setups that are all working out. Bob, you got to work on just getting in on the pullbacks. Working great today. Did you were getting in on the pullbacks today, or were you? Or were you getting into the breaks? I think the ASST you mentioned you were getting into that high day break. But yeah, the pullbacks on this have all ASST just opened up. I'm just watching this for entertainment. There's no way I could trade this. As soon as it looks like it's going to head down, that's how this one trades. As soon as she looks like she's heading down, she heads up. As soon as she looks like she's going up, she goes down. What a hell of a trade there, Curry. Hell of a lack of a trade. All right. ASST, this is the longest it's been without a halt today. Wow. All right. Kayvon, working it, dude. Working it. Wow. Did we halt down already? Yeah, ASST halted down now. This is not fun, man. I mean, is anybody... I mean, if you're making some money on it, but still, I mean, it's not a fun trade. EVGO, man, look, that was pretty much topped out right up there. The resistance line I have marked off. Yep, tapped it perfectly. Kevin, wait. That's what I'm saying to you guys, because I'm trying to practice it too. Wait, put your entry at what your stop is going to be, because oftentimes, why do they do that? Why do tickers move towards those obvious areas that are stops? It's because that's where the big players need to get in at. They have got to, the market makers have got to move these tickers to these high liquidity areas for the big hedge funds, institutions, the big volume guys to get involved. They can't size in properly on illiquidity. They need a lot of stops to get liquid. That's why you get the rug pulls, you get the liquidity sweeps up and over these areas, because that's where all the liquidity is. They need the tickers up there to get in with their 50,000 shares and whatever they're trading. They need them at those obvious stop areas. Did it again. What are your keystrokes, Doug? Are they too close to each other? Yeah, EVGO was perfect. If I would have actually, I got into it risking high day, stopped out, that's fine, went right up to the obvious resistance left of the chart. I gotta wait for the obvious, guys. I gotta wait for the obvious tomorrow. When we're live tomorrow, got to do it. AEVA back to where my average was. Lovely. Oscar, just great. That one's 1720 down a point. Just great. Let's see. Let's see what's... Kayvon's definitely banking on spot again. Good double top there. And just muscle memory working on it. ASST halted down still. All right. Yeah, I think that's one of my big problems, guys. I get a little too antsy to jump into something. Again, good trading is being very disciplined with patience. Uncommon patience, uncommon discipline. Gotta have some patience and discipline. Letting the trades come to you. I think I'm still trading because I traded for years sizing into trades. I think that's what kind of messes me up these days, because that's kind of my muscle memory, Doug. I used to hit trades like 3 times. I'd scale into them, like, okay, this is a good setup. Let me at least get a feeler out there in case it starts pulling. I think I still inherently via muscle memory trade like that. Like I want to get into something maybe even a little earlier than I should, because I'm so used to sizing into plays, but I'm not really doing that much anymore. I'm not doing that at all anymore. Breaking a rule. That's breaking a rule for me. Because I've seen so many. I tell you guys all the time, increased size increases your bias. What does that mean? You're going to tunnel in on that ticker more. It's going to draw your attention more to it. You're going to have increased bias, which is going to cloud your judgment. You're going to make, which increases the mistakes you're going to make on it. Like that blow up we saw yesterday on RGC. From what I could tell, that guy was consistently profitable over the year, over the long haul. Don't let one trade define you. Okay, Vaughn, be back in 15. All right. You already took spot, or you're still working it? Alt 1 is 10% long. Alt A is 100 shares short. Gotcha. Yeah, just get that muscle memory down on it. Because I made that mistake a couple times, I believe myself. Well, I was putting them in manually, and I erased the order and put it in and forgot like the minus sign, and so I longed it, stuff like that. And it was not fun when I recognized that on a couple tickers. I'm like, oh my god, this ticker's up like 200%, and I'm getting an accidental long on this. But yeah, the hotkeys, I don't really make that mistake, because I got Shift S for short, Shift B for buy. So I get, okay, ASST opened up. What's she doing now? It's pulling back still. Did we halt down again? It's just ridiculous. Alright, let me do a quick run through on some tickers if you guys are still trading. Not a terribly easy day today. Yeah, not really an easy day, especially if the attention was on ASST. TEM going straight up. But flip through some tickers. I'm gonna make another video on starting the small account challenge. So I'm gonna do that here in just a little bit and go over some things I'm gonna be focused on this time around. GEN, pretty good. Wow. Bull. Dang, dude. Webull, I remember when BULL opened up on the IPO, spiked all the way up to 80. A landslide down to like 13. Landslide. Now she's getting a little bit of a spike on it today. And a little bit of a flag pattern, 17 on bull. Higher lows forming, 1650. Yeah, that's BULL. So, guys, anything you wanna need help with? Want me to discuss or go over anything on the small account challenge? Yours or mine advice? MEGL curling around, spiking up. My God. Today has been something else. Yeah, right now MEGL spiking up and out. Traders are probably getting aggravated with, this is the same kind of momentum or traders that were on ASST. ASST's been pulling back, so volume's kind of scattering out a little bit. Yep, MEGL up at 210. I'll throw this in there for free. These get a little tricky after you feel like you've already kind of accumulated shorts on it. So this thing hit $2. It pulled all the way back down to like 170 the open. It almost feels like it's kind of accumulated some shorts there, so it makes it a little more difficult to trade, as in it may not be trading with the same conviction that it would otherwise when it is now trading with quite a bit of longs and shorts in it. It gets a little choppy, as we saw from ST. ST was difficult. Spiked up, spiked down, spike up, spike down, halt down a couple times. Yeah, it makes it not too easy. All right. If there's nothing, guys, I'm gonna roll out of here, and start making that video going over the plan for this account that I should be live with tomorrow. Stay focused and disciplined today, guys. Not an easy day at all. Wow, bull snapped that flag real quick. MEGL's where most all the volume is right now. EVGO and a landslide. Okay. And EOSE finally. Profit taken. Damn. I gotta work on some better entries. Let them come to me, Kevin. ASST just opened up. That's a very tight stop, Doug. The 1 cent. Or a paused at 2. Yeah, that's a tight stop there at 210. 220 is that magic area, So that's a decent stop on it, and a lot of pre-market resistance up there in the 220 range. Bob, you're green today. Took a couple longs on ASST. It's been kind of a not so easy week again. Last week was a little more challenging. And so far, yesterday and today, not been so easy either. Gotcha. Stopped out right before it spiked to 218. Got it. Yeah, we see that. We see that increased volume. You know, the liquidity that we were talking about. Big players need that liquidity. Yeah, I'm going to head out, make a video. Make sure to watch it. It's going to be the plan on this small account challenge. How we can focus on not going sideways this time around. I'm going to focus on talk about some of the strengths and weaknesses from the last one. And what I need to do this time around to make sure we grow this bad boy. So, if you have anything you want to add to it, let me know. Or anything I want to hear about your accounts too. So on the comment section, make sure you just let us know some successes and flaws that you're going to be working on too. But otherwise, we're going to stay green team. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry today was not so easy. All right, yeah, the MEGL. If you feel like that, it's probably a good idea just to get out of it. But again, into that fast euphoria, not a bad idea for the short. So you got the right idea there. Appreciate you, Doug. Yeah, let me know too. Today on that video, I'm going to work on that now. Some things you guys are working on. We're going to try to help keep each other accountable. That's why I've been saying in this chat, alert your entries and just a simple reasoning. Short against previous high day, long against trend line support. So that helps keep you accountable. You're being vulnerable with your trade. Helps keep you accountable, and then we can also help sharpen you up too. This is not we're not a room in here that's trying to flaunt our profits. It's just we're in here to help each other out. This trading pretty much equals struggle. Trading equals struggle to struggle. So it's not easy, and what we don't want to do is make it more difficult than it needs to be. It's not easy inherently, so it's we want to make it easier, not less easy. All right, guys, love you. Let me know if you need anything. AveryDayTrading@gmail.com. Otherwise, be on the lookout for that video. I'm gonna post it here in a little bit, and in a couple hours probably. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. We'll be live again. We're gonna hit the ground running. All right, we'll see you guys then.